Dong, your original question about the spaces that are part of the conditional use permit. Thanks.
Correct. It would be helpful to understand that, because as I understand from public presentations that were made, that this request applied to all of the adjacent entities that he owned, which is a very different type of a request, and is of concern to the neighborhood. Any other questions from the board? Okay, hearing none, we can take public testimony.
Good afternoon, Madam Chairwoman Dong and members of the board. Chu for the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. A community meeting was held back in December 12th of 2023 by my office. Many residents who have long cherished the tradition of enjoying dim sum at Chinatown expressed concerns about the potential repercussions of extending operating hours until 2 a.m. and introducing live entertainment. Residents highlighted the anticipated increase in noise levels and safety risks, particularly for the working families and elderly individuals residing in nearby row houses. Of particular concern were the residents of neighboring properties, such as 49 Beach and Tyler Street, who has voiced their worries about disturbances during late night hours and potential safety and crowd control issues. Both the Chinatown Neighborhood Council and the Chinatown Residents Association have submitted letters of opposition. At this time, our office would like to defer judgment to the board.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the board. This is Laura Toledano from Councilor Flynn's office. Councilor Flynn would like to go on a record in opposition based on feedback from abutters and residents, the Chinatown South Cove Neighborhood Council and Chinatown Resident Association. Neighbors have consistently expressed serious concerns about quality of life issues, crowd control, and late noise, negatively impacting neighborhood working families and our seniors. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brian, are you looking to give testimony?
Yes, am I audible now?
Yeah, I believe he's the applicant, so maybe we can wait until the public comments are completed and then we can circle back.
I have no additional raised hands.
Okay, all right, thank you. Mr. Moy or your attorney, if you want to respond briefly.
Sure. Sorry, I couldn't tell if Brian was just available on the call. It's not.
He was. I just wanted to conclude public comments, which we have.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, and he did clarify to me that this is 3 different DBAs. It's all within the same company, so it's all MW and WB, but there are 3 different DBAs, which is China Pearl on the 2nd and 3rd floor, Shoujo on the 1st floor, and Ruckus. So. Yeah, we're correct that the liquor license is currently till 2 a.m. The CV license is 3 a.m. But again, any entertainment license would be subject to any conditions that the licensing board would grant. So that this application does not, again, allow entertainment. It just allows the opportunity for the applicant to get before the entertainment board. So that's essentially where we're at on that. I'm not sure if there are any other open questions that the chair.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. So just to clarify, you're clarifying that the entity requesting the license encompasses all 3 businesses, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions from the board? Hearing none, may I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I'm going to make a motion of denial. Yes, right. Denial with approval.
Denial or denial without prejudice?
Denial without prejudice. I base it basically on the surrounding neighborhood. In terms of that it is mixed use. It is a good sized residential neighborhood. And as far as I know, people there in that neighborhood work long hours. Any basic increased activity could be a detriment to the neighborhood, and that's my reason.
Thank you, Mr. Stenbridge. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Stenbridge?
Yes.
Mr. Valencia?
Yes.
Ms. Wewell?
I'm going to vote no.
Mr. Langham?
Yes.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes, I think there's some work to do by the proponent to show that this can meet the needs of a conditional use permit. Thank you.
Ms. McCall?
Per the BPDA recommendation, the non-conforming use is allowable under Article 9, and therefore I vote no.
The chair votes yes, the motion carries.
Thank you.
Next, we'll move on to the next case has been postponed. So therefore, we will move on to case BOA 1542896 with the address of 78 Gate Street. If the applicant and or their representative is present, would they explain the case to the board, please?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Stenbridge. Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. My name is George Moranci. I'm an attorney with the business address at 350 West Broadway in South Boston. I represent David Murphy and James Kelleher, who are present today, along with project architect Timothy Johnson. This is an application to erect a new 4-story residential building containing 6 units at 78 Gate Street in South Boston.